To be successful in life, you have to be a monster. Society says that you should be harmless and kind, that you should tame your competitive instinct, that you should not strive to win, that you should not be aggressive, that you should not be too assertive, that you should be humble and back down. But it's all wrong. You must be an absolute monster. However, you must also learn how to control your monster. I met a lot of good and successful people, and they were all very dangerous. A harmless person cannot be a truly kind person. A truly kind person is someone who is dangerous, but keeps everything under voluntary control. Women don't like harmless men. They despise them. They laugh at them. Women need dangerous but civilized men. They want to civilize them, just like in the fairy tale of Beauty and the Beast. If you're harmless, then you're just harmless, not kind. Like a rabbit. A rabbit can't be truly kind. It can only be eaten. There's nothing good about it. But if you are a monster and don't behave like a beast, then you are virtuous, but you are still a monster. And you should always remember that. A good example of a monster is Harry Potter. He is kind, vulnerable, but very dangerous. There is something evil about him. He can talk to snakes, constantly breaks the rules, and can cause harm with his spells. But there's a reason why he breaks the rules. If he didn't, if he was always obedient and harmless, he wouldn't achieve his highest goals at all. Monster is a very common mythological concept, and all heroes and successful people, to a greater or lesser extent, are such. The hero must be a monster, but a controlled monster. Spider-Man is also such a kind but dangerous character, and this is absolutely correct from a psychological point of view. If you can't think like a dangerous person, you're defenseless to them and to the system. That's why dangerous and strong-willed people succeed. I saw it in high school. I noticed that often those classmates whose character I admired were excluded. They were tougher guys who were just tired of following the rules. Their character just didn't fit the rules. These guys left and worked on oil rigs or tried to start a business. Some might think that being harmless is safe, but the paradox is that the real security is in being dangerous. You can't protect yourself from threats by being weak and harmless. What kind of life is this? Does everyone command and control you? This is not a human life. You must face the dangers and the unknown to be safe. This is a paradox partially discovered by the Buddha and well formulated in Christianity. The solution to all human problems and suffering lies in the willingness to face them. If you hide from them thinking it's safe, who would have thought it would be so paradoxical? That is why many people do not see this truth. This is why successful people become even more successful, and strong people become even stronger. These people are ready to constantly face dangers and the unknown. To better understand me, I'll give you an example of a playground. The playground is a very dangerous place for your child. They may fall off the swing, crash into something, or bullies may come and harm them or steal from them. It would seem logical that the child is safer to stay at home, and in the short term, this is true. But on the other hand, they do not interact with their peers, lose communication skills, and do not learn to defend their interests. If you constantly protect your child when they finally step out into the world, it will crush them. They will be in great danger because they have always been sheltered. This is the moment when there is nowhere to hide. Here is the paradox. The playground is a safe place where the child learns about life. You throw your child in there and say, adapt, and they adapt. They gain skills, experience, and become stronger. So, truly successful and strong people are those who face challenges head-on. This is how a person grows. This is especially effective when there is no one to protect or help you, and you realize that you are left alone with your problem. There is nowhere to run, and you must dive into the problem to solve it. Yes, it is painful and unpleasant, but it is the only way to become strong and truly protected in this world. In many situations, you will experience feelings of resentment, anger, and bitterness because you will not get what you deserve. You will be mistreated and ignored. If you observe these feelings, you will see that they give rise to thoughts that can be incredibly frightening and dark.